Hello and welcome to FPG Games. It's been a very long time since I've actually done any videos, specifically on Scrap Mechanic. Now, I'm just wondering a couple of things about Scrap Mechanic, because I haven't actually played on this since Halloween when I tried to make a video, and it didn't really work because I was trying to eat while I was doing it, having trick-or-treaters come to the door every few seconds, so I kind of gave up on that as a bad idea. Now, I'm just wondering what that noise is in the background. There's lots of clanging. I assume I've crashed a vehicle at some point and it's just banging away in the background. So I might try and find that in a minute. I'm also wondering why, for some strange reason, there's a strange blue colour appeared underneath all of the blocks at the bottom there. Very odd. But anyway, it's not a huge problem, so I'm just going to go and have a bit of an explore. And if you've not seen any of my Scrap Mechanic videos before, I urge you to look back on previous ones I've done. Actually, it's been running quite well today. I know previously on videos it had quite a lot more lag. Because I don't have a really high spec computer, but it seems to be working quite well. So I've just loaded up one of my worlds. I've got a base in this world somewhere, but I damned if I can remember where it is. So it doesn't matter, we'll just go have a wander around for now. That might even be down here. No, it's not. That's the ravine. Anyway, let's just find a flat area. So today what I'm going to have a quick look at is, on my previous videos I looked at making a driving vehicle and a flying vehicle. Today we're going to have a look at a bit more at pistons and the, and it's that long since I played that, I can't remember what they're called. The little round orange doohickeys called something. Let's have a look. I've gone blank. I don't know what's going on with my background. Bearings, of course. Honestly, it's a while since I played on this, isn't it? Right, yes, we're going to look at a bit more at bearings and what you can do with them, and we're going to have a look at some of the things that you can do with pistons and switches and all that sort of thing. Because it's not just about making vehicles, you can actually do all sorts, pretty much anything really. I'm just wandering pretty aimlessly at the moment, just having a quick mosey around the area that I'm in. I'm just trying to find a nice flat area to show you some building on. So I'm just going to head up this hill over here, as it seems to be working fairly well today. Okay, welcome back. I found a slightly flatter area, and this will do for starters. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to build a little bit of a platform, and we're going to have a look at how to make a simple door. So what we need to do is we need to rotate our block, and we'll build a wall and leave the space for a door. I feel like I've done this before, possibly I have, but I think it might possibly have just been a video that I didn't actually upload in the end because I had a quick look on YouTube. It's that long since I've been on this, I can't remember what I've uploaded and what I haven't. So anyway, so I've built a wall, and that's the area where the door is going to go. I'm just going to do the door with the same block. So if I just go to number 6 now, if I just stick a bearing down here, that's going to be the bearing that's going to rotate our door inwards and outwards. So let's now build a door there. Okay, now to make our door move, which you can't actually see the door at the moment, it's a bit of a hidden door this one, we need a switch somewhere. Let's pop it there, and we also need a control box. Now what control boxes do is they let you rotate bearings at a certain number of degrees and all in a certain sequence, so you can connect them up to quite a few different items. So if I go to my connector tool now, so here's my door rotator thingy. If I just hook that up to my control box, up to my switch. Now if I press E on the control box, you can see I've got different options here. So if I had more than one thing that was hooked up to it, it just display them all underneath. But as it is, just got this one here. So I'm going to say minus 90 degrees, which means hopefully it will open 90 degrees for me. Okay, and which way do we want it to rotate? Let's go that way. Alright, let's just give that a test. So if I press on my switch now, perfect. Voila! Very easy to make a quick door. So easy, even though I've not played it for ages, I still remember how to do it. So anyway, So that's a quick and simple way to make a door. Now what you might want to do is you might want to make a door that you can then actually close on the other side. Now this is where it gets slightly more complicated, not hard, but more complicated. In this case, you would need to use one of these, which is a logic gate. Now, if you remember anything from high school physics, you probably know things about AND gates and OR gates and NOR gates and all that sort of thing. Don't worry about getting too bogged down with it. It does explain it fairly well, what it all means. So I'm just going to come around this side. Now what I'm going to do is put another switch in, and now you'll have to bear with me because I need to remember myself how to do this. It's been a while since I've actually tried it. And I'm going to go to my connect tool. Okay, so what I need to do is connect everything to my gate first, I believe, if I remember rightly. So let's just get rid of those. Okay, so if I connect that to my gate, no, I'm lying. If I connect that to my gate, and then connect my two switches to my gates, so the control box is connected to the gate, and the switches are connected to the gate, and then let's connect that back to that again. Okay, so now if I go to my gate and press E, you've got lots of different options here. So I'm going to put it on to XOR, which basically means that if any switches that are attached to it are triggered, it will trigger whatever is triggering. So you can have it just either or and or all the rest of it. It makes sense when you come to use it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will do what I want it to do. So if I now press on this switch, come on, then nothing happens. Fantastic. Alright, so obviously I'm missing something. As I say, it's been a while since I've played this game, so I do apologise if you're looking at me and screaming at me and thinking, what are you doing? Right, hang on, do I need to set this control box back up again? Yes, that is why. Because I disconnected the control box and I need to tell it what to do again, so sorry about that. Oops. Let's put it back to 90, there we go. Okay, so let's just try that again. Let's do it from this side first. Okay, it's opening that way now. That's fine because I didn't rotate the thing around. Doesn't really matter, does it? So we go through our door and say, oh no, we want to close the door on the other side. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if I press the switch on this side, hooray, it works, perfect. So I can close my door on the other side. Obviously, just as an example, if you wanted to, you could build this into a great big building. You could hide the switches away a little bit more. You could hide all the other bits away a little bit more. And you've got a nice hidden door in the wall there, and you can put all sorts of goodies and things in a secret room. So yeah, that's how to make a door using bearings, switches, and control boxes and logic gates. Hopefully that wasn't overly complicated. I don't think it was, but I have played this game a lot more than most. Beginners that have been watching this video. So the other thing I'm going to have quickly show you now is how to use pistons, and pistons are really useful, particularly if you want to make, say, for example, like a simple lift or something like that. So basically, we'll have our platform again, and we'll choose our piston, which looks like this. And you can just do everything on one piston, you know, but to make it look nice, I like to use, if I'm doing like a lift or something, I like to have a couple of pistons. I'm going to put one there. Oops, sorry. Let's get rid of that. Try that again. Put one there. I know it's not quite even on one side to the other, and that's probably going to annoy some people, but it's just an example. Alright, there we go. So I've got some pistons down. Now, pistons won't actually do anything until you put some blocks on top of them. So what I'm going to do now is, and again, I'm just using a wooden block for now. You can use any blocks you want. Come on. Right. Okay. Dead simple. So now we need a switch. So I'm going to pop a switch down and I'm going to put it, in fact, I might just stick it on there. Actually, no, I'll put it on the top. Okay, so I'm going to have a switch there and I'm going to have a control box just over here somewhere. Doesn't really matter where it goes. And then I'm going to start connecting things. So I'm going to connect my control box to my pistons. Yep. And you see it's putting numbers on the actual things I'm connecting there. similar to when we've made vehicles before. So you can actually change the order that things operate in. So you can have one piston go up and then another piston go up and then the other ones go up if you wanted to. However, as this is supposed to be just like a very basic lift, I'm just going to make them all do the same thing at the same time. And then connect my control box to there. And then if I click on E to use, and now it looks a little bit different because I'm not rotating things like the bearings. So these are my 4 pistons, and I can make them all go up or down, or go up. And I could have, like I said, I could have one going after the other if I wanted to, but I'm just going to do them all at the same time. 1, 2, and I'm going to have them go up to the maximum distance they can go. So the pistons can actually go up to 15 blocks high. I assume it's 15 blocks anyway, but you can have them go up or down or across different levels than that if you want to. And you can also change the speed that the pistons go up as well. So I'll just put it on there for now. Okay, let's give this a quick try. So if I now go onto my platform here, I'm going to stand on this. Whoop. And I'm going to press my switch, and hopefully, all being well, there we go, perfect. There you go, and I get a nice view of the surrounding area and various vehicles and things that have been dumped from previous goes on this game. So yes, that's how to use pistons. And like I said, I could have done the same thing just with 1 piston. I didn't need to use 4 pistons, but I just think it looks a bit nicer. And then you've created a simple lift. So if you it's quite handy if you don't want to have to use the like the vehicle, the building lift, the what do you call it, this thing, all the time. And you want to just lift yourself up, you can just save this as an invention, and then you've got a simple lift that you can use whenever you want to use it. Okay, so let me just show you what that looks like from the ground. There we go. And luckily, I think I can just about reach the switch still to put it back down again. Yeah, there we go. Oh. And as I mentioned, you can change the speed of that, you can change how high it goes up, etc, etc. And then you can use pistons for all sorts of stuff. So you can do some really funky opening doors, you can use them for lifts, you can use them for anything you can think of really. You can make some pretty cool transforming vehicles and that sort of thing. Okay, so I think we can leave that video there for today. Quite a short one, but hopefully useful. And any questions or comments, please leave some below in the video. Thanks very much. Bye.